Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a full face tutorial using one brand, and that brand is Essence Cosmetics. I first heard about this brand probably 2 years ago or so. One of my favorite YouTubers here, The Beauty Vault, I'll list her channel below and also have it here on the screen. She used to talk a lot about this brand and I couldn't really find it anywhere, and then I started seeing it slowly but surely in Ulta. And recently I actually found them now in Target. So between Target and Ulta, I picked up all the stuff that you need for a full face, and they're pretty much overall fairly inexpensive. Some of the stuff in this video I have tried just since I've bought it in the past week or so, or some of these products I've had for like a year or two, but some things are first impressions. So if you want to see how I created this look using all Essence products, go ahead and keep watching. So first I'm going in with the foundation. This is pretty runny, as you can see on my hands here, but we're gonna go ahead anyways. I'm just gonna press it into the face and see what kind of coverage it gives me. I feel like most of the time when I'm trying to see like the fullest coverage a foundation can give, I'm just doing this by pushing it into the skin. Okay, so that's just one layer of the foundation. Obviously this is the side that has the foundation and this one does not. So overall, I would say that this is actually a pretty good coverage for, it's saying it's just a medium to light coverage. It's actually called the Natural Finish No Makeup Feel. It says light makeup for a flawless and natural finish, no makeup feeling on the skin with moisturizing glycerin and vitamin E, suitable for every skin type, dermatologically tested. Honestly, when I first read this, I thought that it was going to be an extremely light coverage, and I'm not really a light coverage kind of gal, so I'm gonna keep going with the rest of the face and just see kind of what the two sides look like. So this product, this is not my first time using it. I have tried it a few times since I got it. I've probably tried it a total of 3 times, and I do feel like I have to use quite a bit of product to get the achieved look that I want. As I'm picking this up, I feel like it's very, very light, like there's nothing left in it. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the coverage. I thought it was going to be extremely light, and I think it did a decent job at covering, just really evening out my skin tone. So let's go ahead and move on to the concealer. So in the same line of the Pure Nude from Essence, they have a concealer. This is the Pure Nude Concealer. I got the shade Pure Beige, which is number 10. And it looks like this. Same packaging, just like the foundation as well. It's also one of the products that I have tried so far, and so this is a crayon, and I'm just really placing this underneath my eyes, really to conceal. This is one of the products that I, again, have tried. This is not my first impression of it. I'm really just trying it again in hopes that I like it a little bit better. It's a very waxy texture, and I just can't really blend it well. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. First, I'm gonna try and blend it in with the Beauty Blender and just see if that helps. I've really just been using my fingers because it felt so waxy that I felt like I needed something warm, just like my fingers, to really melt into the skin. But first, we're gonna go ahead and try it with the Beauty Blender first, just to see how that works. Actually, that blended out pretty well compared to what it has been, although I do feel like the Beauty Blender just kind of took away all the products. Let's go ahead and blend out the other side, and maybe we'll have to go with a little bit more just as far as coverage. It's not really concealing anything. I'd say it's mostly just highlighting. So as you can see, I actually do feel like the Beauty Blender really did blend it better than my finger did, but I just feel like the coverage isn't really there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more on and see if I can build up that coverage. It actually does not blend very well with your finger, so I'm going to go back in with that Beauty Blender and just blend out the product that I just put there. So I do feel like it did, like I said, just brighten it, but not necessarily conceal it. So I'm going to go in now with the Mattifying Compact Powder from Essence. It looks like this. And I got the shade 10 Light Beige. I'm going to go ahead with this powder and just place this and really set those under eye areas and hope that they actually provide some coverage with this powder. And I'm just going to go ahead and take some of this powder and go ahead and just dab this underneath the eyes and just set that area. see if I can provide a little bit more coverage with this actual powder. So I do think that it is mattifying it, but I don't know if it's really giving me more coverage. So I got two different contouring things from Essence. This is the contour powder, which is a bronzer and a highlight duo. And then I also got this other Essence matte bronzing powder. So I got these two. I got this one because I felt like it was a little bit warmer for bronzing, and this one a little bit darker and more cool tone for actual contouring. So we're gonna go ahead in first and just contour those cheekbones. Dipped into the highlight. Don't mind my neighbors back there. So overall, this is actually blending pretty nicely into the skin. I think it's actually a good shade to contour with. You could probably bronze with this as well. I have no additional products in my brush, I'm just buffing it all in. I actually really like this shade, I think it looks really nice. So now I'm just gonna go in with that more bronze warm shade. This is the matte bronzing powder, and let me just tell you, this smells delicious. The other things don't really have too much of a smell, but this smells like beach, tanning oil, heaven. And I'm just gonna bronze up these cheek areas. Next we're gonna move to blush. I actually bought these two Essence blushes probably about 2 months ago or so. I think I talked about them in a video, and I've been really loving them ever since. So today I'm going to be using this one right here, which is in the shade Heat Wave number 10, but I also got this one too, and this is in the shade Pinky Flow. They're both absolutely beautiful shades, but today I'm going to be using the Heat Wave, which is what I typically reach for most. So I'm just going to place that on the cheeks, right in this area. How beautiful is that? Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and do the brows. I've had this product for quite some time. I don't think I use it that much, but I found it in my collection. This is the Essence Eyebrow Designer. I actually don't even know if they still have this because I've had it for so long, but I'm gonna use that in conjunction with this Make Me Brow from Essence. Everyone kind of compares this to be like the Benefit Give Me Brow, which I've never used, so I can't compare it for you, but I'm gonna try it and go ahead and see if I like it and tell you my thoughts on it. First, I'm going to try and just draw this in. This is just a regular pencil. This is in the shade 02 Brown. And this, I'm going to use this just to kind of outline the area where I want the brow to be most defined. I actually really like this. I'm not sure if I've used it. Look at that. So let's go ahead and do this ugly little lady over here. You could stop here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just try the Give Me Brow. Oh, just kidding, the Make Me Brow, just to try it out. So it has this adorable little brush. I think that the Give Me Brow does that as well. So I'm just gonna lightly dust over the brows where I have already defined them. I think it just gives it a little bit more coverage. It's almost like a gel consistency. This is the I Heart Stage Essence eyeshadow base. This is a fantastic eyeshadow base. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've been using it for years. It's a little intimidating when you first put it on because it's so pigmented and looks like you're just putting concealer on your eyes, but it's fine. Use a brush or you can use a finger, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use my finger to blend it in. So I know that Essence sells single eyeshadows, but I decided to get a palette that I saw. I honestly couldn't choose between all of them. I think there was 3 or 4 at Target, but I ended up choosing this one. This is just the nude ones, shocker, Nude 02. Looks like this. I ended up choosing this one because it had quite a few matte shades in it, but I also wanted to get some shimmer. So this is the one that I went with, and this is what I'm using today. So let's go ahead and dig in. First, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's gonna be great for a transition shade, I hope. I'm using an E25 brush from Sigma. This is just an eyeshadow blending brush, but you can use any one that you have. And I'm just gonna be placing this just in the crease area, going from inner to outer corner. This is just going to be a transition shade, so this isn't so much for actual color payoff or like what it's gonna look like in the end. I'm just using this to help to better blend my shadows after this. I'm not getting a ton of color payoff from this shade. It is a transition shade, so that's okay, but I'll be eager to see the others, whether there actually is a color payoff or not. I'm gonna go ahead in now and go with this shade right here and try and buff this into the crease and make it a little bit more defined, using the same brush. So it is blending well into the other shade, so that is a good sign. I'm focusing this only on the outer corner and then just up into the crease, not bringing it all the way in, just to right here. I actually think these two colors look really nice together. Next, I'm just going to put on the rest of the lid this shade right here. I don't know if the camera isn't really picking it up, but it does have some shimmer in it. So I'm going to go ahead in and place that just on the inner corner of the lids. Not a ton of color payoff on this shade. She was a little bit more intense with that pigment, but going back in with that Sigma brush, no additional product. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that back in. Just kind of mix these two shades together just so they look a little bit more blended. Like I said, there's no additional product on this brush, just from whatever was on it prior. They all blend really nice together, at least. I wish they were a little bit more pigmented. So I was going to just kind of keep it simple like this, but I'm just not a simple person. So I'm going to go ahead with this little bit of a darker shade right here and see what it looks like. I actually don't see that much difference. Just really packing on that color in this outer corner. Keeping it very close in that crease area, not bringing it too high. I think it's actually coming up a little bit darker on camera than it really is. Overall, I'm really liking this look so far. Next, we're going this eyeliner. This is the Essence eyeliner pen that it says is waterproof. It says waterproof eyeliner pen for a precise line, long-lasting, smudge-proof. Okay, sounds like my kind of eyeliner. Looks like this. And let's see what it looks like on the eyes. Besides the awful job that I did today with my eyeliner, it actually worked really well. I thought it was pretty easy to use. I just haven't used a pen in a really long time. I usually use a brush, so go ahead and do the other eye as well. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. I'm impressed with the products, not necessarily my wing. Whatever. Okay. Well, let's move on. So I'm not going to do too much with the lash line. I'm just going to kind of smoke it out a little bit. So I'm first going to go in with this shade right here and just use same brushes I used earlier and just go ahead and smoke out that lower lash line just a little bit. So you can see the difference just smoking out just that side and not the other side. It's something that I prefer to do. It's totally optional. Well, actually everything here is totally optional. It's optional to even watch this. But we're going to go ahead and smoke out the other side because I want to. So I'm going to be using the highlighter that is in this pan right here. I used this shade earlier to contour my cheeks. I'm going to use this other one first. This is in the shade 10, Look on the Bright Side. I'm going to do the cream first, and then I'm going to do the powder over it. It's gorgeous by itself, but I, of course, can't just do that. And I'm going to just put it on the other side as well. Gorgeous. A little bit down the center of my nose. So you could leave it like this, but you know I ain't going to leave it like that. So now I'm going to go with the highlighter. This, actually the whole thing is in medium, but I don't know, they don't have specific names for each side. Okay, so this next product I actually have been trying for the last couple days and I absolutely love it. I had already seen someone talk about it, Young Wild and Polished here on YouTube. I was watching her Snapchat and she was talking about it, so I just had to get it. This is the Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect Mascara, looks like, and I've really been loving it. So why don't I go ahead and show you putting it on. I don't know if it's the formula or the brush or the combination of the two, but I have been loving this. Especially if you're doing this look and don't want to use false lashes, especially if you're in a rush. Oh, this just makes your lashes look so nice. So this is called the Liquid Lipstick in the shade 03 Almost Real. They look very similar to those little lip lacquers from Maybelline. This is the only one I picked up. I honestly wasn't planning on picking it up because I had got these other lip glosses to use for this video, but I ended up just being obsessed with it. So I have tried this. This is not a first impression and I love it. I wouldn't say this is necessarily liquid lipstick. When I think of liquid lipstick, I think of long wearing mattes, kind of hard to wear. This is really, honestly, I think just a long lasting lip gloss. I absolutely love it. And I also really love the applicator. So it looks like this. It is just kind of cone shaped almost. Oh, it's so amazing. It's so easy to put on the lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on just so you can see. It's super pigmented and I love the shade. It is a little bit sticky, but it's not uncomfortable. I absolutely love this product and need more colors. I think this is a perfect nude, especially for every day. Oh, I'm so glad I picked it up. I can't wait to pick up more colors. Okay guys, so this is the end result. I think I really like how it came out. This is perfect for an everyday look. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do these gigantic wings that are going to make you fly away, but I really liked it, especially for a quick look. Obviously, this took a little bit longer because I was describing things to you and telling you how I was doing things, but I think this probably would take me, if I wasn't talking as much, probably a total of 15 minutes or so. Let me know if you like Essence, and if so, what are your favorite products from them, because I just want to keep adding to my collection. It's such an affordable brand and they do have some really great products. So thank you so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.